Oh, Toga Party?
Toga
Toga
Party.
Party.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Retro Review. I am Kevin, the Bearded Geek. Joining me as always is Mikey the Freak.
Oh my god.
And Steve.
Ohayo gozaimashita!
Today we're going to be reviewing the movie National Lampoon's Animal House. But before we get into it, let's check out the trailer of that movie, shall we?
Yes, let's!
Play. Nothing's going right.
Oh my god.
There we go.
I thought I said I
going-
didn't want people in the audience.
This is Faber
That
College,
guy needs to put his head down.
1962.
Down in front.
1962 had to be the best year of my life. I was a member of Delta Tau Chi.
Woo! Kai!
The Deltas.
We gotta go.
What a great bunch of guys. Bluto.
I love Bluto.
Hoover.
Raise your right hand.
Pinto. Flounder.
Flounder.
Why not?
D-Day.
D-Day.
It's not gonna be an orgy. It's a toga party.
And look at me in 62. The Otter. School was fun in those days. The
Was it though?
girls, The party. The friendship. The girls. Of course, we had our problems.
Find me a way to revoke Delta's charter.
Get
I love
those
how the
killer
music
clowns.
Is that a pledge pin?
You're out. Finished at Faber, expelled. I want you off this campus at 9 o'clock Monday morning. Let's go!
So random.
How much fun would that be?
National
Definitely.
Lampoon's Animal House, starring John Belushi,
That was
Tim
so
Matheson,
funny.
That was nasty.
and Donald Sutherland as Jennings.
Now, was Milton saying
Or
He
Satan.
was so
bad is
creepy
more
in this
fun than
movie.
being good?
National Lampoon's Animal House.
Yeah, that was All right, Steve, tell us a little bit more about this movie, please.
Well, I'm really thrown off now because it went that way and I went that. So, National Lampoon came out 1978 with a running time of 1 hour and 49 minutes. At a 1962 college, Dean Werner Wermer is determined to expel the entire Delta Tau Chi fraternity, but those troublemakers have other plans for him. Ah, boy, do I love this movie. That's what it is. It's a fraternity film. It's a coming-of-age film. It's a comedy. It's written by Douglas Kenny, who did this and Caddyshack, and not a lot else because he didn't live that long. But I love National Lampoon's Animal House.
All right. Mikey the Freak, what was your first impressions on rewatch?
Yeah, so the Animal House is one of those movies where when you're in college, you want to have fun. You want to be in that fraternity. Just how much shit that they do and how much trouble they get into. And of course, you'd be kicked out of college just as fast with the grades that they have with a 0.0 GPA or a 0.1 GPA. But yeah, I mean, great cast of actors and actresses in this movie, either starting up or been around for a few years at least. But yeah, great cast, fun to watch, um, just all around. I mean, there's some funny spots in there, and there's some trying to be serious spots in the movie. But all around, it's a great comedy with a great cast of characters. Fun movie to watch. What
Yeah,
you think?
yeah. My first impression on rewatch, it was definitely a fun movie to watch. Great cast, like you said. It keeps your attention because hey, it's a National Lampoon's movie. It's funny.
It's
It's
the
funny.
You're
first.
waiting for the titties.
It's
Yeah,
the
Titties.
first National Lampoon's movie.
exactly.
Yeah.
Well, but on rewatch, you've seen. I mean, we've seen other National Lampoon's movies, so this takes you back to the first one. So you know what to expect going back into it. Is what I'm saying. Now I recognize a lot of the characters from other movies, like the girlfriend from, of course, from Indiana Jones and Scrooged. Then
Wow, I just think you straight took off related reels. I'm just gonna say right now.
oh, I did, didn't I? My yeah,
That's
you
why I
can.
didn't talk about anybody in the movie.
I'm I'm messing up my own show, you know. That's what it is. But yeah, I loved it. I did love this movie. It's one of those fun movies to watch. Uh, let's go ahead and just jump into ratings. Steve, what would you rate this movie?
Well, hold on a second, because you guys got your first thoughts and rewatch,
Okay.
and I'm gonna give mine because I gave you guys credit before I went myself. I love this movie. I've been watching this movie since I was a teenager. It's the first movie my father and I rented off of
Oh, nice.
like pay to order movies when they started doing that off Cox Cable. Uh, I love this movie. The last tattoo I got was a Animal House tattoo. I legitimately just have I have the Greek
Nice.
letters. I have Delta Chi Chi just right there on my arm for life because I love Animal House. I think it's a great flick. It's saying I always hold near and dear to my heart. As far as scoring goes, it's going to be with the boob bump because you guys want to include that. It's going to be a solid 9.
Yeah,
I
that's
love
fair.
it.
That's
Mikey
fair.
the Freak.
That's fair. Yeah, I mean, just what I said before. Great cast of characters. I love all the actors in it. Peter Riker, Bruce McGill, Karen Allen, Tim Matheson. I mean, list goes on and on. I'll cover that a little bit later. But I think it's a solid 9 also. Great movie. Like you said earlier, Steve, coming to age movie. What you want to do when you're in college and go to those type fraternities
I'm a
and
zit.
have that
Get it?
fun. Yeah, and we always had those crazy friends like John Belushi was. Always had those
The
type of
Blue
friends.
Nose.
Yeah.
And if you didn't know who it was you. Let's put it that way. But yeah,
Yeah.
um,
Pizza.
but great fun, great fun. But a solid 9. Bearded Geek.
Yeah, a solid 9 with the boob bump. Great flick. Funny, hilarious, and I mean, I did never went to college, but I would assume that that's kind of what goes on there because every movie I ever see, that's the type of shit that goes on. So
So you would assume it happens at every single college.
I assume it happens to every college. There's that crappy fraternity that everybody wants to just bullshit around in. So yeah, that's what I assume. Um,
Yeah, I've seen PCU.
for some fun
Can you blow
facts.
me where the Pampers is?
What?
Excuse me.
Can you show me where
Me,
the
where the
campus
campus
is?
is.
Oh, yes. Donald Sutherland was so convinced of this movie's lack of potential that when offered a percent of the gross or a flat fee of 75 grand for the 3 days work, he took the upfront payment. Had he taken the gross percentage, he would have had an additional $3.4 million.
God, Jesus.
John Belushi had to fly back and forth from Oregon to New York twice a week in order to shoot the film while rehearsing and taping SNL. And this was Kevin Bacon's first role. When he went to the premiere, he wasn't allowed to sit with the rest of the cast because the ushers didn't believe he was in it. He had to sit in the back with everyone else.
And he didn't have, well, he had a big part, but he wasn't on screen a lot
No,
that
he
I saw.
wasn't. He wasn't on
Couple
screen very
scenes and that
much.
was it.
But those are my fun facts. Steve, what do we have for some soundtrack?
Oh man, you know what? This movie has such an amazing soundtrack that I forgot to.
It's been a while since we recorded a show, ladies and gentlemen.
Shout. Put your
So we have
hands
the
up and
Saber
shout.
College theme. We got Louie Louie. We got Shamalama Ding Dong. We got Tossin' and Turnin'. We got Hey Paula. We got the theme from Animal House. We got Dream Girl. We got Money. That's what I want. We got Let's Dance. We got Shout. We got Twistin' the Night Away. And we got What a Wonderful World.
All right.
And that's the soundtrack for National Lampoon's Animal House.
That's a solid soundtrack.
It is a solid soundtrack.
Solid
Mikey the
soundtrack.
Freak. What do we have for related reels that I ripped off earlier?
Yeah, let's go with. Well, I did do Karen Allen, of course. You did mention Scrooge. You mentioned Indiana Jones, and Raiders of the Lost Ark. However, you did not mention Starman, which I thought was a great movie in the '80s. That was with Karen Allen. Peter Riker. I went with Peter Riker for Oscar, The Mask, and he was in The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt for a little bit. He did a lot of TV work as well. Excuse me. I did go with Bruce McGill, D-Day. He has been in so many damn movies, it's crazy.
I almost did not recognize him.
No, he's so skinny.
He's a Magic Man.
Yeah.
So I went with Legally Blonde, Red, White, and Blonde. So he was in the second Legally Blonde. He's a Legend of Bagger Vance. And then I liked him. He showed up in Suits.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody's watched Suits, he showed up in Suits for a little bit. And the first and the last episode of Quantum Leap.
He was in the first and last?
He was also a regular on MacGyver.
Yes.
All right, guys. Well, as we come to a close, Steve, where can people find you on your podcast?
Oh, is that thing even around anymore? It's the last podcast you'd want. I recorded an episode with these guys like 3 weeks ago. I still haven't released it. Tip the veal. Try the stab. Thank you all for coming. And if you didn't, better luck next time.
Make sure you check out the sister channel of Back to the Retro Review, which is the Mod Squad. We have a gamer show, a horror show, a Movie Talk Monday show, and we go live every Saturday night with a giveaway. Right here, the Mod Squad, right here. All right. If you like what you've seen, make sure you give us a good old thumbing. Hit that like, subscribe, leave a comment, tell us what movies you would like us to see. This is our first four-way, however you say it. This is our first attempt at a 70s movie. We're going to be doing 70s. Huh?
Four-way? You said four-way?
Sure.
We're adding the 70s into the rotation. 70s,
Yeah.
80s, 90s. That would make it a trio of a series.
We're also going to be adding the thousands.
40 years.
The thousands. We are going to add the thousands.
Oh, shit. We're adding the thousands?
We are going to add the thousands, yes.
Knock it out of the park,
70s,
boys!
80s, 90s, and thousands.
We're like a radio station. Giving you the hits of the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, and today.
And today.
All right. As we come to a close, that does it for this episode of Back to the Retro Review. So for Mikey the Freak and Steve, I am the Bearded Geek saying thank you for being a friend, everybody.
Peace.
Is that a pledge, Pig?